Hello everyone, Axel here. Today I'm back with a pretty big video. Today I'm going to show you my entire photocard collection. I know I'm a bit late compared to everyone else, but I wanted a KD package to come in before I filmed that. Some people watching this may be new to this channel, so I'll just mention that I've been collecting since the end of 2019 slash the beginning of 2020 is when I started collecting a lot. Right now I use, as you can see, 6 A5 binders and I have 9 big A4 binders and I'll show you everything. My binder I kind of explicit about what's in there, but I should mention that my age groups are Loona, Eyes1, and Monsta X, GWSN, and billlie. And that my two alt biases are yeojin from Loona and eunbi from formerly Eyes1 and now a soloist. I collect a lot, obviously. You've heard the numbers. So let's get through everything. I'll start with the smaller collections and then we'll move on to the two big parts of my collection, which are Loona and Eyes1. And since I have them out, we'll start with my two five binders. If you have any questions about the supplies I use, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. Same thing if you have a question about a card, like what card it is, I can answer. I will put timestamps down below so that you can move around. This is going to be a pretty long video, so I totally understand if you're not interested in some things. Yeah, let's move on to my first two A5 binders. The first of my A5 binder is this pink binder. The cover and the plastic protection are both from Amifa, which is a Japanese brand, and I use Bai to find things. I don't know if they have an online store. These binder stores collections where I just buy albums and don't collect a particular member anymore, or new groups where I don't know yet if I want to collect. They're in here as a transition, I guess you could say. The first collection I have here is Gyuri. So I used to collect Gyuri from Miss9. I wanted to collect someone else since she left, but I couldn't really decide. So for now, it's a bit up in the air what I will do for their next comeback. But as you can see, yeah, I collected her first eras pretty thoroughly. For My Little Society, some of her cards were a bit similar, so I didn't... Like, for example, the unit cards, she has two, but every time it's with the same person. And it's similar poses, so I just got one of each. 9-way ticket. This is Talk and Talk. After Talk and Talk, I started like... I wasn't really up to date on my collection. I still plan on catching up and collecting all of her cards eventually, but this is what I have right now. I've kept the Nakyun cards that I pulled because I love her. But yeah, and I put these cards here because they don't really look that nice with the other cards. And then we've got a little page for CSR. They're a newer group. I really love their music and I'm not sure yet who I want to collect. So I've just kept my pools and put them here. For secret number, I used to collect Dennis and I guess I kind of started collecting Ginny, but I don't really know about how I feel about collecting them anymore now that my bias has left. So I just keep the cards I pull. And yeah, I have a up to tab that I just recently put in. This is Limelight, their pre-debut single album that I've bought, and you get one card per member in your album. So you get 3 cards. This is Mimi Rose. For both those groups, I think I'll collect. It depends on like what their next releases sound like. The card I pulled in my IOI album that a friend gifted me, and those little cards from Cherry Bullet's Love Adventure that I just kept since no one really wants to buy or trade for those. I do buy all my girls albums, and I kept my cards here, my favorite cards here. Then we've got a little divider because it's the section for soloists. This is Rothy. She's one of my favorite soloists, but she has only ever released one like physical album. Those are the 3 cards for that album, and it was in 2018. She releases like digital singles from time to time, but yeah, not much else. This is Sunmi, the cards I got for her latest physical album, and this is Yuna's cards that I pulled in her I'm Not Cool album, and those are the Chunga cards that I pulled in her album. For those soloists, it's more like random purchases when I don't know, when I feel like it, but yeah. The second binder, the blue one, is kind of random. It's probably going to change very, very soon, and you'll see why. You can see why already. It's very full. It's first we have my ateez collection. Ateez is a group I really got into last year, and so my collection is just starting. I've already bought a lot, but yeah. I collect Hongjung and Mingi, since I collect in a 4 pocket, pages. I get 4 cards per comeback. That was the plan. The plan, you'll see that's not really what happens. For Summer Songs, I got both of their cards, and since I really like the colors and everything, I put it at kind of as a cover. Then I'm planning on collecting just for Hongjung 4 of his Fever Part 1 cards, and as you can see I have 4 of his Part 2, and that's Part 3, yeah, so I'm still missing 2 cards. And then this is for Epilogue, where I have nothing. And I really like this outfit, so I wanted a page just with this. I'm just missing the chaeyeon for you pop from that era to complete that page, but yeah. And then we have Movement, which is like my first era with ateez, so I kind of went crazy. Agum was selling those cards, and I jumped and got those, but yeah, because my top 4 in ateez are Hongjung, Mingi, Jongho, and Songhwa, so yeah, I decided to get a few of their cards, but I'm not doing that again. I really want to collect a lot of ateez cards, but I need to concentrate. So those are my 4 Movement Hongjung cards, and then Mingi's cards. Those are 2 random Mingi pops that I bought. I really need to stop doing that, but there's an empty spot at the bottom now, so we'll see. I did find this full set for a really good price on Mercari Japan, so I decided to get this full set, and I'll probably get 1 full set for ateez for every release. Yeah, it's also because the age member group looks really nice like that, in a 4 pocket binder. I haven't set up for Halazia yet, but I'm planning on collecting the blanket set, OT8, and then 4 cards for Mingi, 4 cards for Hongjung. Then we have Seulgi. I've been collecting Seulgi for a long time. Honestly, some of our older cards and like Kino and everything can get really expensive. So for like past cards, I decided to stop and not get what I was missing and just concentrate on the future, especially because she's kind of active a lot, So those are some of our older cards, and I decided to organize them by theme in like vibe, I guess, more than strictly chronological sense. Like for example, those cards are all like summary, those are all sideways cards, and yeah, I needed to put this too somewhere. We've got a monster cards, and I did pull irons and kept it here. Finally, the two cards that I have, I pulled this one and this one I bought later, and I bought this one and didn't know where to put it, so I put it here. Queendom and SMCU, the first one. Then Feel My Rhythm. Sadly, there's an empty spot here. I put this seulgi in Birthday. The plan is to put the 3 other cards here. Then the cards of horror solo. I know technically solo should be before Birthday, but I like how it looks like this as a spread. I'm just missing one card, I need to trade to find it. And this is her birthday Kegi Town for you, Pub. The plan is to put SMCU Pink Christmas, so 1 card for each, and one of the Stamp on It cards here. Stamp on It released not that long ago, and I haven't looked at templates yet, so yeah. Then we have Shinee. Technically, I don't collect a member of Shinee, but I try to buy all of their albums, and so they have a lot of cards. So right now, this is like their older albums. The card I got from Odd, and that's from the Story of Light 3, the member and the group card. This is Don't Call Me and Atlantis. I don't collect Onyu, I just pull him a lot. This is like the first Taemin's solo cards, Onyu's solo cards that I have. This is Key's solo cards, well, some of them. The 2 Bad Love and Gasoline. And then a full page of Gasoline, because for Gasoline I bought a lot of copies. Well, I bought all the versions. We've got a page with some random merch cards, Season's Greetings. It was for their 13th anniversary. Yeah, and trading cards that come with Key's albums, and the cards that came with Atlantis. Keeping Seulgi and Shinee together obviously makes sense because they are both SM artists. I'll probably move ateez out sooner or later and give them their own binder. Let's move to the big binders now. Let's start with my alt groups binders, and this is my monsta binder, monsta and wonho, because I still consider him part of the alt solar system, I guess, kind of like IZ*ONE, you know? IZ*ONE were one of my alt groups, and like I still consider all the girls like part of my alts. I don't know if it makes sense. Monsta. My Monsta collection is always growing and kind of always in crisis. So the binder is way too big and I need to use a second one. For the first page I decided to use these unit cards because I really like the fact that I've got a OT7 card in the middle. I really like those unit cards they used to do that are kind of funny, you know. I really like this card and this one. So yeah, decided to put this at the first page. Those are all units from different moments. If you want to know, you can ask me and I'll look it up, but I can't remember. Especially because the backs aren't really explicit. In Monsta, my bias is Shonu, so I want to collect him thoroughly. And as you can see, I've started, I'm still missing a lot because I was focusing on other parts of the collection. But once I'm done with Reason, then it has come back, I'll collect him more thoroughly. So this is what I have for now. And don't ask me how I'm organizing this, I always forget what I'm doing. I decided to collect the the full set for the Clam Part 1 because it's one of my favorite eras. Right now I'm just missing 2 cards and it's both time Minux. I have this one on the way, the one with the dandelions on the way, so I'm actually just missing 1 card. And yeah, a bit hard to collect all other eras, but I'm seeing the end. When I initially started collecting mosaics, I collected starting from follow era Shonu and Johan since my second bias, I guess. So this is what you can see here. For fantasy, I kept this Chunkyun card. And I decided to put wonho's cards in between the Monsta X albums and like keep it chronological, you know. So this is what I have for his first era. For Fatal Love, since it's my favorite Monsta X era of all time, my favorite album especially, I decided to collect full group. Right now I'm still missing 2 cards here and 1 card here, but this set is complete. And so is this set. I like it a lot. My favorite set out of the 4 is this one. So I really hope I can find young ones soon. Then we've got one second mini album, which doesn't count as the second mini album. It's part 2 technically, but yeah. So those 2 are pops, by the way. They're K-Town for you, I think, pops. But yeah, I was really late collecting for his 2 first eras, and the cards are a bit hard to find now, so that's why the page isn't complete. Then we have Gambler, one of a kind. I kept this young one card that I pulled because I got it twice actually. So I decided it was fate. Very probably the next full group set that I will collect because Gambler is my favorite title track. Then we've got, I'd say one of my favorite wonho eras, Blue Letter. As you can see, I completed a page. That was the goal for his previous comebacks. Then Rush Hour, Shonu enlisted at that point, so I collected just Johan and I managed to fit everything in this page. I like it a lot. Then we've got Wonho again. That was Obsession, yeah. That's also when I really like up to his game, photocard wise. Really, really cute. And then this is when I officially started collecting full group for Monsta X, so that was Shape of Love. As you can see, I collected the set and put 2 of the units cards like this. So first set version 1, version 2, I like this set a lot. Version 3, the Parajama 1. I tried to match the units with the concept when it was possible, but yeah. And version 4, my favorite, I think a lot of people's favorite. I wish they all took pictures in front of the train tracks, you know. And then this was the jewel case set. Yeah, extremely cute with the pillows. Yeah, I had to get it. And on this page I put the pre-order cards and I don't even remember if those were like first press only, but the Polaroid cards and the 2 stickers that I got kind of to fill the page, but I didn't really care to collect those. Then we've got I On You, yeah, Facade. I On You is my favorite wonho title track. I loved it a lot. His cards for this era were just great, and this is like one of my very favorite cards of his. This one too, I loved so much. And then his last comeback before enlisting, Bittersweet. I bought quite a few copies of this and I will collect a lot. But right now I'm taking my time because I know that he won't release much for a while. So yeah, that's what I pulled. I love his cards. And those are like the message card, and this is the normal cards, I guess. My goal is to fill each page, so I'm missing 5. And maybe get even more later, we'll see. A page for wonho pops. This is when the order starts to be a bit random, but yeah. Pops. First mini, Obsession, Blue Letter. It's really bad. I've been filming for 20 minutes and already I keep forgetting like names of things. We still have a lot to go through. Those were Starship Pops for Bittersweet. Extremely cute. I'm really glad that I got this. And the 2 other sets that I got with this card that is my favorite card. And this one close second. It's just so cute. Another page of their very fun unit cards that they did for the code. Yeah, some of my favorites. I think I bought one recently. I need to check again, but yeah. One day I'll remember that I need to fill this page. For previous eras, I didn't collect like the full unit sets, but I get like a 9 page of them, so Fantasia, One of a Kind. I really love that one. And this is a page for all the Fatal Love random inclusions that I have, so the message card thing, the lenticolor, and I got Young One's chaeyeon for you, Bob, and I kept it. I will very probably collect all 5 of those, all 6 of those, all 6 of those. Sooner or later, a very random page for American and Japanese cards that I got, American cards that I pulled when I bought the albums, and Japanese cards that I got when I bought cards on Mercari Japan, and the sellers will just give you a set. I have shown you the dreaming card here because I didn't have a space to put it somewhere else, and a page of random cards that I'm keeping, including Kian's youth card. The goal is to collect more for his solo album cards, but that will be later this year. This is wonho's first Winnie Kit cards. Extremely cute. I love these 2, and these 2 also at the bottom. And Shono and Juhon's Siesta photobook sets, and Shonu's Monsta X University cards that I bought because I literally bought them right after he enlisted because I was feeling sad. Those are on photocards, but more like stickers that come with the Shine Forever album. And then some of the big inclusions that I've kept in here. It's not everything because honestly, they've both wonho and Monsta X tend to have like very random, like this or this, big inclusions, and I never really know what to do with them. So yeah. And at the end, we've got the Coma and Siesta photo book things, the last one of them. And that's not all. In this binder, I have GWSN, yes, but also the second part of my Monsta X collection. The first binder you saw is way too full, so I really needed to get another binder, but also I don't have like enough to fill a second binder right now. So for now, since this binder wasn't too full, I'll put things here, and very soon I'll upgrade to another one. But yeah, for now, everything they release in 2023 will go here. So first I've set up for Reason. I don't have anything yet. I love their comeback so much, so I'm really excited to get the cards because there's a lot, and because I wanted to change how I set things up compared to Shape of Love. I decided to do 1 page per member. It's pretty explicit how I'm going to set it up. Those 4 versions all are in the same outfits, so yeah, I'm going to put them this way, and 2 of the units, the members in each corner like this. So yeah, this time 5, and I didn't even have enough white fillers for everything. I'll need to add a page for pops because I did get a few pops too. Then we have wonho Season's Greetings cards. He released the Season's Greetings that was both for 2023 and 2024. So there's 24 cards for the 24 months. An empty page that I should move back. Then it's very random, but I've got some of eunbi's bigger inclusions. You'll see later how I store her cards, and I really needed space, so I put her bigger things here. This will have to be reorganized at some point, but yeah. Those were her photo book cards. That's a eyes-on card that I bought, and I thought it was a photo card size, you know, not that big. Those are her last year's Season's Greetings, and I completely forgot about her postcard from this year's Season's Greetings, but well. And yeah, the big inclusions from her albums. Everything is here. That's not supposed to be here. I moved Billlie and I forgot this page. Then we have GWSN. GWSN are an old group of mine, and sadly I've been inactive for a really long time now. Basically we've got confirmation that their company is like just a paper company, I guess how they call it, where there's no employees, there's no one, you know. So hopefully they can move to another company this year. Apparently they couldn't move last year, but they can this year, and the members have been opening their own Instagram accounts. Not everyone, but most of them, so yeah. Hopefully, news from them soon. As you can see, I did a little collage with the other side of the moon as a first page. For them I collect OT7, and I try to collect like some of their merch sets and everything, but since they're, you know, new and also inactive, it's really hard to find their cards. Those are the cards from their that came with their with the sleeve for their albums. Basically for their first 3 albums they released a case and you could put them in and you could get cards in here. So yeah, I got 2 of them with mine, and then I bought a few since then. This is the artist book, basically a photo book they released that came with a photo card. I have ads on the way, but on the way in a very distant time, so yeah. I set this up I 6 because realistically I know I'll never find Mia's. She's very, very expensive, so yeah. Same for this pass case set. I completed that this year and it was crazy. I never thought I would get all those cards. For the album cards, I have everything. So we got the first set from their first album, The Park in the Night Part 1, The Park in the Night Part 2, where they... still The Park in the Night Part 1, where they did 1 group card. The Park in the Night Part 2, this card is signed, and yeah, my favorite set of theirs, I think. Still The Park in the Night Part 2, but more like concept cards. The Park in the Night Part 3. Another one of the sets that I really, really like. And this is the keys. She also wasn't part of that release, and so she doesn't have official cards for this, but someone I follow did a small like replica go for her cards. So yeah, I got that through them, and that way the page feels right, you know, like the others. And yeah, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but they managed to like have it a bit hollow, like the cards, the album cards, and it's really similar, so really nice. Yeah, this was a fansite set for the keys. I'm just missing Mia's. I left a spot for her, but I'll never get her. Her cards are way too expensive, sadly. And then this is for their latest era, The Other Side of the Moon. I have this first set, the second set, the one pop they had, which was these cards that came signed. They're all like real actual signatures, but yeah. And then their bigger inclusions, they used to have a lot. The notes and everything. I don't collect those, so I just kept what I got through the years and what I pulled. And those are the ones that came with their latest album. Yeah, I really hope they come back soon because I miss them a lot. Now we move on to billlie. Billlie, the newest out of all my alt groups. Ginga Mingayo was my favorite song last year, and I'm really excited to see what they will release next. My billlie collection was in a recent crisis, but I collect full group except for their latest era, and we'll see whether I will for their next era too. If I don't collect full group, I collect Monsua and Haruna, but yeah. Here's their first set for their first album, The Village of Perception, the second set. This is a page for pops I managed to find for Haruna for The Village of Perception. A work in progress and really not a priority. Those are Haruna's cards for Snowy Night. All this was released before I started collecting billlie, so that's why there's not that much. You'll see that I collected a lot more for the following eras, their second mini album, and I collected OT7 for this. I sorted the cards kind of like by concept. This is the one where they're in their pajamas. This is the green screen one, except Chaeyeon didn't have one, so I had to put hers here. And this is the red curtain one, except some of them didn't have pictures with the red curtain. And these are like the same set of outfits, I guess you would say, so they go together. And generally they're quite colorful, so yeah. And I put the little IDs there because I never really know what to do with ID cards. For those big Polaroid things, I've got here all of Haruna's, all of Monsua's in one of the groups, and the other group one, Haram and Shiyun. No, Shiyun and Haram, sorry. And a few extra ones that I have that I kept here because it's not enough to fill a page. I wanted to collect full group for those, but like for Tsuke's, it was really hard. So yeah. I did collect a full page of Haruna's pops for that era, and we've got one extra pop because I miscounted, and a few other pops that I got through the era that I wanted to keep, and especially this set of unit cards. I like the idea of having like the whole group here. Then we move on to Pat Bingsu. For Pat Bingsu, I bought my albums through, I think it was Sinara. I don't remember, but I got this set of pops. And then I collected a full set of the plastic cards. Then the goal is to collect the full set for the balloon cards. I'm just missing tsukis. Obviously it's really hard to find. I'm also collecting Haruna and Monsua once again, and I kept this Shion card because it's really cute. I'm just missing Crown Haruna. I claimed her in a go, but now that I think about it, I haven't heard from that girl in a long time, so I need to check what's going on. And then those are the tin case cards. I managed to complete the full set. So those are the billlie cards. I moved them so that they spell billlie, and I put 2 of the units here. And then this is the like second set. I put the last unit here, and I like this set a lot. I think it's my favorite. Then we've got the plant set and the selfie set. For Ring My Bell, I'm almost finished. We've got Haruna's album cards, Munsua's album cards, and the Polaroid cards. I'm missing 2 of Munsua's, and I have the 2 group ones because one is on the back here, and a few random cards that I got. I got this one, Bob, and those 2 album cards that I kept, and I pulled this kpop, so I decided to keep it. So yeah, I really don't know what I will collect for the next era. It depends on the timing. I really want to collect a lot for billlie, but I have so much going on, you know. It's a bit difficult. After that, we've got this these pages from an old fan site, season's greetings calendar, and then a few empty pages, so I'm not going to go through that, but well, it's the one binder where I have a bit of space, so I decided to put that here. This binder is for the 4th gen girlies. So in this binder we've got a few different girl groups, yeah, as I've said, all like 4th gen. First we've got Cignature, which I really recently started collecting, and they literally just released their new album. I'm really excited to collect that. Yeah, and I've kept a few random cards that I pulled. Then we've got Hoo-Ha. For Hoo-Ha, my plan is to collect Sora. I'm really behind, I'm missing a lot. Right now I just have what I pulled. I'll focus on her collection a bit later this year. A rookie group from last year that I really loved is ILY1. I decided to collect the full set for their first mini album. I'm just missing Rona and Yukika, and they're both on the way actually. And then moving forwards, I will be collecting Ara. I have her 2K Sera cards. I don't have yet her cards for their newest album, but well, that will be soon. Then we have Itzy. For Itzy, I started collecting Itzy so long ago, it feels like. For Itzy, I collect chaeyeon. I used to collect her pretty thoroughly, but nowadays they have so many cards, it's not as fun, I guess. But yeah, it's itzy, it's me and not shy, all of her like solo cards. I put the units here, this way, and her Dala Dala pre-order card, because I didn't know where to put it, so yeah. Then we've got, guess who? Probably with It's Itzy, my favorite Itzy era. Then Loco. Crazy in Love was the name of the album. Yeah. Then Checkmate. I'm just missing one of her units. It's on the way actually. I know there's a lot of things that are on the way, but it's always like that. I can't really wait for a moment where everything is here, because that never happens. I plan on filling a full 9 page with Cheshire pieces. As you can see, I don't have anything yet. and I plan on putting her units here and some yeojin pieces. I pulled those, so I'm keeping them, but yeah. I did collect, since itzy is my favorite era and has been my favorite era for a long time, with guess who, but yeah, I decided to collect some full group sets. So I have the first set here and this set here, and I used to collect yeojin, but it was getting a bit too much, so I stopped, and now I'm just keeping the cards I really like. I just kept the cards I really like, and from now on I'm just keeping like pulls or just getting the cards I really love. So yeah, this is the last of the yeojin cards that I kept. Yeah, I kept most of her loco cards because I really liked her pink hair, and I kept those pops that I got. And we've got some of their postcards here for checkmate. Then we have Saturday. Saturday are honestly a group that are very close to being a notch group, but I've never released a comeback since I've been into them, so yeah, I collect full group for them, and yeah, I've got everything. Their second album, Only You, and since they're 5 girls and they release 2 cards per girls, 10 cards per album, I had 2 extra cards, I put them here. And I have this page for some extra non-album cards that I could get. I have one of the wayv from billlie, and yeah, so I'll put it here. And the one big inclusion, they had this big card from Only You. Then we have weekly. If I understood correctly, there's been like management changes within their company, so that's kind of why they haven't released anything recently, but I really miss them. They really were like one of my favorite groups, and they really are one of my favorite groups, and yeah, I wish they would be a bit more active, because for such a young group it's really important to be very active in the first few years, you know. I used to collect Jiyoon, Soon, and Jihan. I still don't know yet what I'm going to do for the next era since Jiyoon left. But yeah, I've got everything. That's Weekend. Some of the props that I got that I kept. Then we have We Play. And then it goes on to Play Game Holiday. And those are the vampire cards that I have. I don't have any Jiyoon cards, but because when this released, I couldn't really. The timing wasn't right, so I thought I'd collect it a bit later. And then Jiyoon left, and now our cards are really hard to find. So yeah, this is the cards I have, and I'm a bit like tired of this era, I guess I could say, so I don't really want to go back and collect cards anymore for that era. So I'll just focus on the next. Fun fact, when weekly debuted, I thought about collecting all their pops, and that's what I was doing for Jiyoon back then, but very quickly, yeah, those are their first 2 eras, that's their first seasons to greetings cards. The first 2 eras, you know, it was manageable, and starting from their 3rd era, it was really bad. So yeah, now collecting all the pops for weekly is a huge thing. I remember seeing a template where they had like 30 cards for a comeback. So yeah, obviously I couldn't have done that. I have a page with Soon pubs, and this J card is really cute, so I decided to keep her. And then I have a few full group sets from their 1st anniversary. This is the cards they released for their 2nd anniversary. Really cute, it's their Time era pictures. It's a bit sad that Jiyoon wasn't there, but yeah. And those are the little IDs from their first anniversary. Yeah, once again, I really don't know what to do with those little ID pictures. And for their big inclusions, I always like kept what I got. I used to. Those cards came with those postcards came with the set you saw previously for their anniversary. This is a Naughty 7 picture, and as soon as I saw that the set included a Naughty 7 picture, I jumped and got it. And then very random, I have big inclusions at the back. Those two, because you saw that Seulgi is in an A5, I didn't really have pages to store these. Same with the IF cards. And then we've got my amiibo collection. I'll go through really quickly. Why is this empty? But yeah, I needed to put them somewhere. This is my Animal Crossing bias, by the way. So yeah. Technically, they're 4th Gen 2 since Animal Crossing A New Horizon came out in 2020, you know. Okay. I haven't made covers for the first few groups yet. Because honestly, I never get the motivation to do that anymore. Alright, this binder is for the groups that aren't very active. Well, groups and soloists. We start with Yukika, the woman, the legend. One of the best discographies ever. Not K-pop discographies ever. But sadly, not very active right now. She released a song not that long ago, and she mentioned a few times that she's preparing an album. So hopefully we see her soon. This ID came with her Soul Lady album. And those are the photocards that came with Time About, or mini album, the first mini album. Those were some of the pops from My Music Taste and some of the stickers from Soul Lady I put here, and then postcards that came with Time About, then Soul Lady, and that one thing that came with Soul Lady. Then we have wayv that are actually active again. Yeah! I collect Kun. I kind of collected 10 and Young at some point, but I stopped that. But well, the main collection is Kun, so we got cards from his first few eras here. I'm never getting the takeoff card, so I didn't even set up for it. I left this 10 card here in the middle because it filled the page nicely. It's very cute. This is NCT 2020 and all the cards that came with it. This is more 2020 cards, some merch cards that I have, Season's Greetings, and that came with a photo book. That's Resonance again, and then Kickback. Universe, and SMCU. I have both his cards for Phantom on the way, and I'll try to get one of his SMCU cards to put here on the bottom, which yeah. And then a few Yang and 10 cards that I kept because I liked his cards too much. A set of cards that came with their second photo book, the one with their cats and their dog. And yeah, all the big inclusions from all that I've kept. The photo book ones, the season's greetings. Then we have card, a collection that is in crisis. I've downsized to 3 members and I might downsize even more in the future. I don't feel as motivated to collect them anymore, but yeah. Their first 2 eras, with this one that I added here. Then Red Moon and Gunshot. Yeah, the last few cards for Gunshot. And then for Ring the Alarm, I have this one set all alone. And the big inclusions. I used to even collect their big inclusions from their past releases and everything. It was quite a difficult collection to complete, but yeah. And then after that, oh yeah, we've got some of the some of my shiny big inclusions. Yeah. Mostly the things that came with the season's greetings sets that I have. I really like these big A4 posters. And basically, I did a group order for their season's greetings. It was last year, yeah. And Taemin and Minho got claimed, so I kept Key and Wonho. I've been filming for an hour. And we are like halfway through. Because now we tackle one of the 2 big parts of my collection, IZ*ONE. So, for IZ*ONE, for their album releases, I used to collect chaeyeon, hitomi and eunbi, and I'll tell you about what I collect now, post disbandment after that. So first I collected the full set of the unit cards for their first release, and I got this Neko card because she's really cute, and also he did like a nice pattern for the page to have a 4th member. Here we have all the duo members, the duo cards, kind of a flex because I know some of those go for really high price now. Those were the Kino cards, still for colories, their first era. Then we move to ateez. So yeah, once again the 3 girls, the first set, second set, and the Kinos for blue meats. When I started collecting them, well, I still kept going. I've set this up like this because I saw some people do this for their Bloomies collection. And I like it a lot. So yeah, right now this is how everything is set up. So there was the first version, second version. I don't remember. It was I will. I don't know. And the third version with the suit set. Back then I remember thinking a few times about collecting OT12 sets, and I really should have, because now it's a lot harder, you know, to get those cards. Then we've got Oniric Diary, like for example this set where they hold an item is really hard to find now, especially for like Chaeyeon and Wonyoung. But yeah, so I still kept going. Some of my favorite hitomi cards. She looked really, really cute. My favorite eunbi card from IZ*ONE. For Oniric Diary, I didn't collect the AR cards because I didn't like them, by the way. I still don't really like them. I like those ones a lot more, so I did a setup where I put the AR and then the 2 pieces. This card also I really, really love. Yeah, I haven't mentioned it since we've been in here, but eunbi is my alt bias in IZ*ONE and one of my 2 alt biases in general in K-pop. And I did consider chaeyeon and hitomi to be 2 biases too. Yeah. Then this was the pre-order set for that album. I think it was catered for you. It's been a while now, so yeah. You got the full set of all the members and the full group card when you got it. Those are the Kino cards that I collected too. Once they moved to like those big cards. I especially like from Henrik era because it's like big selfies, you know, but I like those a lot. Honestly, those, this is my favorite out of there. Big cards. I got this once when I bought things on Mercari Japan, and I think it's like an official bromide. I don't know how you say it, but I don't remember from where or when, and I don't collect those, so I just kept it. The big inclusions that I pulled originally in my albums. I didn't really care for the big inclusions. Like for example, I didn't collect eunbi's polygon card on purpose. It's just that I bought photocard sets and they will come with it, you know. The one I pulled in my album was this Yuri, really cute. I did collect those on purpose because I like them a lot and put yeojin here because I liked her a lot. And the stickers, no, those I didn't care about. Those big thing, I got hyenas because I knew it would fit in this. Because they were all like different size for some reason. I did buy the Kinos for their concerts and they came with like inclusions, which is what you will see now. This set of postcards from Oneirik Theater, which was the unit songs the girls did, so like Catanella, that was Monster, that was Adult Ceremony, I think. I don't remember what they did. Chaeyeon, I'm sorry. But yeah, then for Oneirik Theater we had those garland thing I put here. Red hair suited Yuri so much. I hope she does it again. And then both of the Kinos, Oneirik Theater and... Oh yeah, the first one was Eyes on Me and then it was Oneirik Theater. They came with those big Polaroids and I thought it would be nice to put them like side to side to see kind of like the difference because there's a bit of time that happened between those. So yeah, different hair colors and everything. Like chaeyeon looked like a baby here. It's crazy to think like how she looks like now for anti-fragile sets. This is loosely this is also very loosely in age order because I don't know the age order for anything and I just like did how I remembered it basically, but yeah. We've got this A5 binder which contains most of the girls' new releases since this band. I kept this. This is the one AR card that I like, so I decided to keep it. But yeah. We start with a few trading cards that I got when I bought photocard sets and I kept for chaeyeon and hitomi. Just this chaeyeon card here, but we've got more of hers here and more of hitomi here. This set is came with the surprise photo book. It's really cute, so yeah, I put it here, and those came with the secret diary. And I don't remember why I put them here on the back of those, but yeah. Those are AR cards that came with the secret diary package, photo book, I guess. And this is one of my favorite photo shoots that IZ*ONE did. Everybody looks really, really cute, and yeah. I'm never giving those cards away or selling them or anything. For the few next cards that I have, I decided to put them as a set like this. The Secret Diary photo book card, the Secret Diary, I think there was a calendar, I don't remember, but another Secret Diary thing had Polaroids like this. And this is Eyes on Me Kino, and this is Oniric Theater Kino, and yeah, I did the same for each girl. One of my favorite hitomi cards. So cute. And Wonho. Then after this divider, it's solo album releases. So we've got first Yuri's with Cassie. I really liked her cards and I really liked her release, so I bought a few extra cards. We've got Chaeyeon's special mini album that she released a while ago now. We've got some cards for Smiley, for Yena, then Yuri's second mini album with some of the pops I got. I didn't collect anything for Yena's second mini album because, to be very honest, I didn't really vibe with the songs, but she did release a new single literally this week and I like it a lot, so I will definitely collect that. Then we've got Yuri's third release, her second single. Another divider. Now for the groups. So I decided to collect Yeojin for IVE. I've been talking for a long time, so it's a bit hard to talk now, but yeah, I'm collecting her. For their first era, I also collected girls cards to fit nicely the page. And then we've got Love Dive. Her jewel case card is on the way, and then I'll be done with After Like. And I did pull this onion card and I decided to keep it for now. At the beginning I was also collecting lists, but it was a bit too much, so I just kept a few cards of hers that I had that I really liked. And then we move on to the Sserafim, and for the Sserafim I decided to collect Sakura. For their first era it wasn't too bad because they had 2 photobook cards and those 2 cards. For Anti-Fragile they have so many. My goal is to collect the 3 photobook cards. I pulled her Weaver's card, so I'm keeping that one. But I don't know if I'll get more or not, we'll see. And this is a page of a few other cards that I kept. Sakura's K-Town for You pre-order card. An unchecked card that I pulled because I really love her. Chaeyeon. And a unit of Chaeyeon and Kasuha that I got. This binder is very full, and I will very probably have to move IVE and the Sserafim out of here sooner or later. Then a very recent addition to my collection, this binder for Chaeyeon's solo albums and her career starting from now. This is the official binder that was released for Hush Rush, and yeah. For album cards, I'm actually almost complete. This is the first set, the Vampire set, and I'm just missing 2 cards. This is the Influencer set. Hold on. No. This is the Influencer set, and I'm just missing 2 cards. And this is the Vampire set. Here and here, and I'm complete. These cards are the cards that came with this binder that you got when you bought the binder. Those 3 cards are her first press cards that came with her Kino. This card came with some of her merch that you will see later. And those are her Kino cards, and I'm just missing one. Then we've got some of the pops that I got. They're all jump up. Yeah. That I put like this. I kind of want to add 3 to fill the page. We'll see. How about that? For Ushrush, she also released a Polaroid set as merch, and so there's 30 pages, 30 Polaroids. Some of them are very similar to album cards, honestly. So yeah, I just put them here. I feel like the organization of those could be better, but well. And then we've got the cards from her season's greetings. So all of those came with it. One of those was a pub when you bought the season's greetings, and the 2 others came with the season's greetings. Yeah, so that's what I have for her. I'm planning on collecting her pretty thoroughly, like all her album cards and her merch. We'll see how much she releases. I might slow down on the merch a bit later on, but we waited so long for her solo debut. I was really excited when it came out. Then, last but not least, we've got eunbi, who also has her own binder that was released for her first concert. I'm begging William to release other binders for her because this one is extremely full. So yeah, we need another one right now. I have a pretty thorough collection for eunbi. I'm not going to detail what every iZone photocard is because my brain is fried at this point. But once again, if you've got a question, just ask me in the comments with the timestamp and I'll answer. But yeah, first page of her iZone cards. Those, I know what those are. Those are the daikon cards that she released, that were released while she was in iZone. And I had also eunbi and chaeyeons. Decided to put them together. Really cute. Those are some of her trading cards. More trading cards. I kind of wanted to go back and get all of those, but she's releasing so much as a soloist. It's crazy. So no, I can't. And then we have Open, her first release, her first solo album. I was really slow at collecting Open and, well, really too slow. So now some of her cards are really hard to find. She also only had 1 card per album back then. Now she has 2, so it's easier to collect. But so yeah, I've kind of given up on this era, but I won't make the same mistake for future eras. Yeah. So their album cards, some of those are like the pre-order cards that Starship sent with everything. Oh, that William sent with everything you ordered. Some of the pubs for Open era. And then we move on to Color era, and this set is complete actually. So I learned my lesson, and for this one I was on top of it. So we have all of our cards. 2 of those 2 are the 2 last album cards because she has 20. And those are pubs. Another page of pubs. And now those cards are from most recent release, Lethality. I'm not done yet, but honestly, I don't need much anymore. But yeah. I have some of the on the way, and also the one I have a lot on the way. Sorry, I have a lot on the way. The one that I'm missing that is going to be really hard to find is the one where she's with her dog. Yeah, she had those Polaroid cards with her album that I put here, and the 2 last album cards will go here and here. She did that Poca versions, platform albums. I'm not done yet, but I have most of the cards. I'm just missing 3, yeah. Those are the pops I got. More pops. That was Dear My Muse, that was Mexstar, and that was... I don't remember what that was. And then we move on to our merch cards. This set came with our first season's greetings. I think those 3 in the middle were pubs. And these... Damn. For our first season's greetings, you got 3 pubs when you bought it. And for the newest one for this year, you only got 1. But yeah, those are all the cards that came with our season's greetings. Those are the trading cards that I got for our first trading cards for our first concert. I'm still missing quite a few, but honestly, like, no one looks for these, so I kind of gave up. And this is the second trading card set. And actually, I'm just missing 1 for this, so I should be able to do that. And this page is for season's greetings with the pub in the middle. This one is the pub. All those are the season's greetings cards. So yeah, very probably I will like take out all the merch cards from here and only leave the album cards. We're now done with Eyes 1 and we have to move to one of the biggest parts of my collection, which is loona. Obviously, due to recent events, the topic of my loona collection is a bit sensitive, so yeah. But we'll try to stay positive through here. Yeah, we will try. So my alt bias, my number 1 girl, is yeojin from loona. All of the 12 members of loona are my number 1 girls, really. Yeah, out of all the groups, they're like my alt of alts, you know, far above everybody else. And the main focus of my collection, which is crazy, I know, with what everything you've just seen, but yeah, I collect yeojin very thoroughly. I collected yeojin very thoroughly. I really don't know what the future holds. Right now, like, I'm participating in the boycott, which means that I didn't buy the season's greetings and I won't buy any merch or anything that comes out until the girls are free and redebut under different companies. Those are yeojin's pre-debut album cards, her solo set, her set with her soul, and her set with Yeojin and Heejin. This card is one of my favorite cards of all time. And then we've got their first few. Oh yeah, those two solo cards are first press, which isn't really on purpose. It's just that it was just first press when I started collecting. Those are her first few album cards, so that's plus plus. I got her unit. That's multiply, and I didn't get the units because those are limited versions. I may get either a duo with VV or the little group one like this one in the future, honestly, because I've been impulse buying expensive old expensive yeojin things due to recent events, so yeah. This is our Ash set with the MMT pub. Crazy to think about like a time in K-pop when groups had 1 pub and you were like, what's going on? Then we have the beginning of when they started to have a lot of cards, Midnight Era. So I got a full set. And then we move on to End. And yes, I do have the infamous Virgin card. I'll always be really happy that I managed to snatch that at a very normal price. And it's not even the cutest card. I prefer this one, the froggy one. Then we've got a flip that set. really, really cute. And her Japanese album cards. So that's Hula Hoop, and that's all luminous. Then the pops, those were the pops for midnight. Yeah. A nice little 9-page of pops. Then her pops for and the promotions were cut short because they had to quarantine. Then flip that, which is when pop-wise it was crazy. This is the blip selfie card, and probably one of the most expensive cards in my whole collection, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not going to detail what everything is. I'm just missing this one, the Orbit Japan one, and honestly it's like from this set, and it's just the pose that is different, and it's just like the movement of her hand, so not too worried about that one. That's the merch cards that came for Flip That. Shouldn't be here, but since I don't know, it goes with Flip That. And then I collected all other cards. The set for the premiere, greeting, meet and up, her Ash set. Those two are Luna Island benefits when you bought at the pop-up store over 30 euros worth of stuff, I think. The light stick card, Orbit 2.0, the first photo book cards. No, those two are the first photo book cards, and those are Orbit and wayv. The second anniversary for the light stick. No, the light stick anniversary card. I kind of thought put those together because they're all selfies, you know, so it fit nicely. Our Lineon and Up Polaroid, which is probably one of the oldest, which is the oldest like merch card that we got for Luna, the Luna Studio Polaroid, the Orbit Japan benefit for their season's greetings, Luna and wayv again, Luna and wayv, and light stick anniversary things again. The more recent things. This is the card for the. This is the card that came when you got the VIP things at the concert, Wonderwall content package, and 2 other trading cards for Seoul, for their Seoul concert. I have the others on the way, but yeah. Bigger things, those were released for the Cinema Theory. The first fan club, that came with their first fan club, and debut concert, second concert, yeah, that one was Butterfly Era. Season's greetings pre-order thing, midnight and pre-order thing, Hula Hoop pre-order thing. Those are all chaeyeon cards. The bane of my existence, truly. There's some that are supposed to have been out for a really long time, but that chaeyeon still hasn't released. Yeah, it's crazy. Light stick anniversary, Lunaverse from, so there. Concert, Flip That merch postcard, Lunaverse debut concert, Orbit 2.0, their summer package pre-order thing, one of the end pubs, Lunaverse debut concert profile thing, Lunaverse concert big thing, and another Lunaverse big thing. Then after that, you've got all the season's greetings cards. They're not going to stay here for long. The plan is to move them to one of the Flip That binders they released. I just haven't done it yet because it's a lot of cards. But yeah. For Luna, I buy all the package things, the big contents. a really thorough Luna collector. So this is their first season's greetings, all the cards. I sorted them by vibe, honestly. You know, so that the colors fit together, it's the same outfits and everything. And those are like pink ones, blue ones, I guess, and light blue / gray ones. Their second season's greetings. Vibe again, blue sky. Planes, I think, was the ID. Selfies. More selfies. More cards. I don't remember what was the thought that went behind how I set things up, but it looks nice, you know. And that's the last page, and then their third season's greetings. Once again, sorted by vibe. Each girl had 5 cards for their season's greetings, which is why there's so much. That postcard is from a fan site. Yeah. Let's move on to the second Luna binder. This is the last of the big binders, and this one is for more Luna merch. We start with the big A4 posters. Those are from the latest summer package. They didn't do a group one, they just did like units. Then those are from the first season's greetings. Their second season's greetings. That's from their Orbit Kit 3.0. And the fourth Orbit Kit. I really like those pictures a lot. Then some album cards. Doesn't really make sense, but I was moving things around a bit, as I mentioned, and yeah. For Midnight, I collected 2 cards per girl. And I collected Asshole for End. And Vivi's set. I got her pop in a Go I joined, so I kept her here. Then we have 1 card for all of the other girls for End. Some Asshole merch, Meeting Up set, Orbit 2.0 and Luna Studio cards. And some of the Lunaverse big cards things, 2 posters, I guess. All that I bought because I was missing her a lot while she was on the hiatus. The Luna on wayv tickets, the Luna Island Polaroids. Got the full set. Those came with Midnight Festival and the flip that like G. The stickers, I like those stickers a lot. From Midnight, the stickers from End, I don't like those, and the last 2 like G. And they did those cards for End. Calendar cards. I could do double-sided, save some space, but yeah. Then the postcards that came in the first summer package. The pictures would be nice, but if it wasn't that edited, I don't know how well you could see it on camera, but you can barely recognize some of the girls. Then we've got some this Asshole postcard from Luna Birth, 2.0 Orbit 2.0 card, and the Luna 3.0 Orbit Kit postcards. Message cards, they're called, I guess. the same but for Orbit 4.0. I really like those two pictures. Vivi with the jam. And yeah, that was mostly the big inclusions. I have 2 A5 binders left for the smaller stuff, the photocards. When Luna released those A5 binders, I like them a lot, so I decided to get all 4, thinking that they would get filled pretty quickly anyway. Jokes on me. Jokes on me! In the purple one, I have more album cards and my small soul collection with this very cute unit card from the trading cards, their first trading cards. So yeah, Soul's Tribute card, Love and Evil ++. This is Olivia Hayes' attendance card. I just put it here because it fits with the colors. You're going to see now my pre-order, pre-debut photocard collection. Those are more sorted by vibe now. So units, so the Luna and Asol one, and Vivi and Asol. Heijin's solo cards, Yeonjin's solo and Yeonjin's booklet card. Then the few dual cards that I have. That's Shu and Gohan for the Gohan album, Heijin and Yeonjin for Yeonjin album, Jinsoul and Kim Lip for the Jinsoul album, and Gohan and Olivia Hay for the Olivia Hay album. Solo album cards for each of those girls. Love and Leave, Mix and Match, Beauty on the Beach, ++. The other cards are pulled when I bought Ash at the second pre-order that I kept. One of Shoei's Midnight Pops that I kept. The Not Friends card. I collected all of those cards. So yeah, the full set. A page of more cards sorted by vibe. The ++ limited group ones. This card is the very first card that I ever pulled. Shoei and Yeonjin multiply limited, and Odai circle group card. Those girls are free. I'm so glad. And a few more hula hoop cards that I have with Jinsoul's little booklet. And then this, my goal is to collect 4 cards for each girl for Flip That. Right now I have 1 Shu, 1 Gohan, and 3 Olivia Hay. So, still a long way to go. I do have all the AR cards. Yeah. This one is for an album set. So the summer package set, Asol wasn't there, so I put a filler in the spot. Then this is the Midnight Festival set. Once again, Asol wasn't there, so I put the group card here. Then this is the Orbit 3.0. Yeah. The second summer package card. That was the pre-order set. No, that was the summer package set, and this is the set you got if you pre-ordered it. Then the Orbit 3.0 cards. And the third summer package cards. Their first trading card set for their concert that happened early 2022. So those are the unit cards. Luna's From, that's the name. Then each girl had 4 cards. Heejin's set was the hardest to find. I struggled a lot to find this card. Yeah, finally got it. Definitely there are some cards that are really hard to find in there. Yeojin's cards are so cute. Kim Lip, that one is really hard to find, and I suspect that a lot of Jin souls like this one. Shoei Eve, Shu, Gowon, and Olivia right at the back. We've been through everything, ending quite on a bittersweet note, but well, thank you a lot for watching this very probably very long video, and I'll see you really soon. There's a lot of exciting things coming up in 2023 too, so yeah, let's look forward to that. Bye!